Who really wrote the sequel? Have you ever stopped and wondered, what if the story you were taught to believe wasn't the whole story, let alone true? I mean, picture this. You write a book, not just any book. It's a masterpiece. You put your all into it. It's deep and complex. You build every character from scratch. Every chapter has a purpose. The story ends exactly where it's supposed to. Now, imagine someone comes along and writes a part 2 without your knowledge, no consent whatsoever. But they just don't start fresh. They borrow all your characters, they flip everything upside down from the dialogue, they remix all the scenes, and they claim it's the official sequel. Worse, they tell everybody that your original book is just the older version, the setup, right? It's just a warming up act. And now the world reads their newer version thinking it completes yours. This is not a continuation. This is nothing but clear identity theft. And to be honest, this is exactly what happened between the Old Testament and the New Testament. See, the Old Testament, better yet, the Torah, or the book of the prophets, it was whole. It was complete. It was given by the God of Israel, a direct covenant with the people he chose, the children of Israel. Psalms 147, 20 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. It had everything. Torah had history, poetry, wisdom, and prophecy. It didn't need an update. It didn't need a second half. Right? Deuteronomy 4 and 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it. But centuries later, a new book showed up. They introduced new characters, a new Messiah, and instead of standing on its own, it leans hard on Torah in the book of the prophets. It leans hard. It pulls verses out of context. It rewords the prophecies. It reshapes the original message. Then it calls itself the fulfillment. Really? Micah 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. And here where it gets worse. It gets deeper at this point. Today, Christians are literally taught to see Jesus in every verse of the Old Testament. No matter the context, no matter who the verse is actually talking about, whether it's talking about David, whether it's talking about the children of Israel, or any particular prophecies is dealing with the nations. They literally are trained to see and say, oh, that's Jesus. And when you ask them the question, they hit you with the, well, you just don't see it. You're not spiritual enough. You don't see the deeper meaning. But come on. If it takes 2,000 years of rewrites and councils and secret meetings, then maybe your Messiah just don't fit in the scriptures. And he's not supposed to be in there. Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Numbers 23 and 19. God is not a man that he shall lie, nor the son of man that he shall repent. Here's the truth. Torah stands on his own. The God of Israel never changed his name, and his covenant still stands to this date. Ezekiel 18 and 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquities of the father. Now, if you're following the story that claims to replace the original, maybe it's time to ask yourself, who really wrote it? Because let's be honest, the truth, it was never outdated, it was never broken, it was never hidden. It was just buried under a bunch of lies, 2,000 years worth of edits, layers of theology, just layers on top of layers of just whitewashing, brainwashing everybody. But now, Now we dig deep. We go back to the original. We go back to the original covenant. We go back to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Exodus 3:15. This is my name forever. This is my memorial unto all generations. Again, this isn't a new religion. This is a return. Shalom.